Here's the procedure and tools that I use to clean dishes in my one compartment sink. I confirm that my water is above 100 degrees, and in a clean Sani bucket goes chlorine testing between 50 and 99 parts per million, and I keep that Sani bucket nearby while I'm working. I always begin by scraping my dishes very well and giving them a quick rinse. And then I clean and sanitize the sink and drain board and any surface where clean dishes will come into contact with later. This is the first round of dishes, and I'm doing pots and pans and larger items. I power spray all the nooks and crannies and let them rest while it works. Using steel wool and very little water, I methodically clean all of my metal pans and bowls. I have a theory that working in circles and on pans that are already warm, stainless steel and metal stays a lot shinier for years and years. My soap dispenser was being fussy, so I investigated and ended up adding more soap. And I like to work assembly line style. That way, when you're doing one thing, meaning all soaping, everything gets to sit, and the soap soaks up the dirt and the oil while it's resting. I rinse and set aside all of the dishes in a dedicated spot so that I can rinse and fill the sink with chlorine, tested at 50 to 99 ppms at 100 degrees or higher, so that I can properly sanitize the dishes that I've washed. Scrape, wash, rinse, sanitize. Sanitizer must come into contact with the tools for at least 7 seconds to be effective. I set them aside in another dedicated area so that they can air dry completely. Now is where I really have to dig in because I have a lot of deli cups to clean and many of them have dried surfaces on them. I divide them by size and stack them for ease, small, medium, and large, and then the lids. I am reusing the hot chlorinated water to do an initial scrub, which would equate possibly to a really good rinse if I had a 3-basin sink. I'm running out of space, so I have a sanitized bin that I use, but if you notice, the water is getting very dirty. These aren't clean yet, they've been rinsed. So basically, after scraping food, I'm at the wash step. I like to use dish soap and very little water. It's also a good opportunity to get my eyes on my tools and make sure that all the nooks and crannies are really clean. Again, setting them aside allows the soap to do its job. I prefer to call this system methodical, and it's very relaxing to me to do this job, and it's important that I do a good job for food safety. And there really isn't a part of this job that's easy or quick. After rinsing the bin, it's time to rinse all of the deli cups and lids. It's imperative that you do not leave soap behind. In preparation of sanitizing the deli cups, I use clean towels and cooling racks for an air gap, and then I refill the sink with 100 degree or hotter water, chlorine that's at 50 to 99 ppms, and then I start the 7-second count to sanitize all of my deli cups. By offsetting the deli cups, it creates airflow and the ability for these to air dry overnight. Because your kitchen sink is a dedicated sink, you need to keep the refuse water out of it. It shouldn't go in your toilet either. It should go into a dedicated utility sink. Once they're air dried, it's time to stack them and put them away, and know that you'll be doing this again another day.